Hi, my name is John Sviokla. I want to talk to you today about a concept I've been working on as I've worked with large companies and small companies. I used to be a professor at Harvard Business School, then I've been a consultant for many years. I'm also an investor and advisor. And it's called speed selling. And I must give credit to my dear friend, Ben Shapiro, my mentor at Harvard Business School, for introducing me to the idea. And the idea is the following, that practically every business, certainly every business I've been a part of or advised, has a forecast. And in that forecast, the pipeline, whatever you call it, there are estimates as to what high is going to be, what low is going to be. Occasionally there's a medium. So every business has a high, a medium, and a low sales forecast. But only the very best enterprises have what I'm calling a regular speed, slow, and super slow forecast, because once you have the pipeline roughly laid out, the big uncertainty is time. And few people understand that you can actually segment your markets and your customers by time. Some of the most important things in assessing time to sale have to do with, of course, your depth of relationship and so forth, but some things have to do with the client. For example, do they respect their own time? When they have meetings and so forth, do they put it at a premium? If so, they're usually fast at getting you to a yes or a no and don't waste your time. Second thing, how centralized is the decision authority that you need in order to get the sale made? Do you have very diverse, profusely decentralized people who have to weigh in, or is it more centralized? That's another thing you can look for. Third thing, is it a highly political organization? Lots of times, highly political organizations will get right up to the edge of buying something and then back off. And you don't really know, but you can sense it as you go in, and you can ask yourself the question, does this seem like a highly politicized organization? The fourth thing is around regulation, that often highly regulated businesses are businesses that have to take a long time first to do the specification of buying and so forth, and then to get approval, and then often it comes back again. I know this. I was working at PricewaterhouseCoopers, and I was chief marketing officer there, and many of our products were regulated. The fifth thing that you really should think about is, has this company ever bought anything like our product or service before? If the answer to that is no, usually it takes them a long time, especially if it's an important product or service. So you can actually look at your pipeline and segment by fast, medium, and slow, not just high, medium, and by fast, slow, and super slow, not just high, medium, and low. There's a second component of this I want you to think about as you think about your commercial organization. And it's laid out in this little graphic here. So if you think about any sales process, it goes from phase one, business development, marketing, and sales. Phase two, which I call specification, which is a combination of legal specification, contracting, and so forth. And then if there's any technical integration with the technology, data, and so forth need to go back and forth, or in industrial businesses, let's say you're selling a cooling system, how it fits into the overall plant, that's specification. Then you have phase three, account onboarding and training. And then phase four, customer success and analytics. And sometimes there's a phase five, which is the resale process. So when you go from targets to conversion to sales, speed is key. The most undermanaged piece of any pipeline is, in my experience, is phase two, which I call specification. What do I mean by that? Well, if you take an average attorney and an average attorney on both sides, your company and the client, and they go according to process and bureaucratic norms, they can take weeks or months to get something done that two excellent attorneys who are business focused, who want to get something done, can literally get done in hours or days. So you can elongate the sales process. You've done all this hard work on the front end. You're ready to go in terms of implementation. But if you don't have excellence on both sides of the attorney and contracting part, you can have massive, massive delays that can put you back weeks, months, or quarters. The second thing is that in technical specification, the same thing is true. I've seen two technical, chief information officers, chief technology officers, senior engineers, just shuck and jive and get things done and figure out how they're going to actually get the governance, the regulation, the access to the data, its use, the architecture, and so forth, and get it done in hours or days. If you have a bureaucrat on one side or the other, or God forbid on both sides, it again can take weeks, months, quarters and delays the sales process. And nothing good happens as you delay a sales process. So that's what I'm thinking about, and hope it's helpful to you. Don't just look at your pipeline in terms of low, medium, and high, but also think about it in terms of regular, slow, and super slow, and look carefully at your specification process to see if you're managing that area, which can create so much speed for you and is often not paid attention to the degree it should be, given its impact on the sales process.